Elias stops in front of two vending machines, one on the left, one on the right. Same height, same humming light, same cold glass. He came here for a drink. But somewhere between the door and this corridor, the question in his head quietly changed. He is no longer asking, "Do I want a drink?" He is asking, "Which one am I?" The bottles did not change. The thirst did not change. The question changed. And when the question changes, the desire changes too. This video is not about soda. It is not about Pepsi versus Coke, or Apple versus Samsung, or whatever rivalry you carry inside your head. It is about something underneath all of that. Because most people believe their desire is personal. They believe the brand they reach for, the watch on their wrist, the phone in their hand, that those choices came from inside. But often, the desire was built long before, built outside of them, and then handed back, looking like preference. That is the lens this channel is built around. Not just what people choose, but the hidden systems that make certain choices feel like us. The quiet machinery behind money, brands, status, and modern behavior. The frames you walk into without noticing. The rooms that decide what feels normal long before you ever pick anything up. If you want to see that machinery, this is what the Elias principle is here to reveal. Now think about a small moment. You sit down at a restaurant. The waiter arrives with a smile and asks, "Still or sparkling?" You answer almost without thinking, "Sparkling." But notice what just happened. He did not ask if you wanted water. He skipped the first question entirely. The yes or no door was closed before you reached it. You walked straight into the second room, the room where the answer is already water, and the only choice left is the style of bottle. This is the first quiet victory a brand can win. Not being preferred, not being praised, just being included in the set of options you consider. Because the moment two brands sit beside each other in your head, both of them have already won something. They have made the category feel obvious. They have made it feel like the world only contains them. The third option, the no option, the silence option, that disappears. But the question is only the beginning. Because once you start judging the product, you are not judging it raw. You are judging it through a frame. A heavier bottle feels more serious. A colder color feels cleaner. A softer label feels more honest. A clean car feels like it drives better than the same car covered in dust. The frame arrives before the taste. The frame arrives before the touch. Elias walks down a store aisle. Two boxes catch his eye. The first one glows with bright orange letters, 50% more. The second one wears a clean red tag, 33% off. He picks up the first one almost without thinking. The math, somewhere on a calculator he is not holding, would tell him the two offers are nearly the same. But the calculator is not here. The feeling is. One offer sounds like he is being given something extra. The other sounds like he is being saved from paying too much. People rarely experience an offer as math. They experience it as a story about themselves. Am I getting more? Am I being treated well? The feeling answers before the number does. Now picture another moment. A box arrives, heavier than you expected. The lid lifts slowly, held back by a soft pocket of air, like the box itself does not want to rush you. There is a sound that is almost no sound, a small ceremony. The product is not even in your hand yet, and already you feel something has begun. You have not seen the screen, you have not pressed a button, and yet you have already started believing this object is worth more than it costs. This is not an accident. This is theatre. The packaging is engineered to slow you down, to make the moment feel important, to turn a transaction into a small ritual, because once a purchase becomes a ritual, the object stops being a product. It becomes a memory, and memories are much harder to return. And here is the strangest part. After the product is used, the box stays empty, useless, taking up space in a drawer, on a shelf, at the back of a closet. There is no reason to keep it, but throwing it away feels wrong, because the box is not a container anymore. It is evidence, a small receipt of identity, proof that this object and the version of you who deserved this object really happened. But brands do not stop at packaging. They also fight over something invisible, the category itself, the shelf in your mind where the product sits, the names it is surrounded by, the other things it reminds you of. Because if a competitor can change what your category means, they can change your product before anyone takes a sip. There is a story marketers tell each other like a quiet legend. In the early 90s, Pepsi launched a clear cola, no caramel color, a bold new idea. It was meant to make clear feel modern, pure, the taste of a new decade. And then, by some accounts, Coca-Cola placed a clear product of its own beside it. Tab Clear, a clear diet cola. The story is told many ways, but the lesson behind it is simple. Pepsi tried to make clear cola mean one thing. Tab Clear may have helped make clear cola mean something else. The category shifted underfoot. And once a category changes, the product inside it changes too, before anyone even tastes it. A brand does not always have to beat your product in taste. It does not always have to beat you in price. Sometimes it only needs to change what your product seems to be, what it sits next to, what it reminds people of, what category the mind quietly drops it into. And once the category feels wrong, the product feels wrong, even before the first sip. But there is a more daring move, a move some brands make before they even have the right to. In 1985, a young American designer almost nobody had heard of stepped into the public eye through a single billboard. The billboard listed 4 initials, 4 names. 3 of them were giants of American fashion. The 4th was him, Tommy Hilfiger. The ad did not say he was better. It just placed him next to the others, as if he already belonged. And something strange happened. People talked, people argued, people asked, who is this guy? The brand was not yet what the billboard implied, but the conversation was. And once the conversation treats you as if you belong, the world slowly starts to follow. Sometimes a brand does not wait for the room to invite it in. It stands beside the people already inside and waits for the room to adjust. So, look at what just passed through this video. A vending machine that changed the question, a waiter who skipped the door, a bottle that felt heavier because of its glass, a box that slowed time, a category that quietly shifted underfoot, a billboard that placed a stranger among kings. These look like different tricks, but they are not separate. They are the same mechanism wearing different faces. Each one places meaning around the product before the product is judged. This is the part most people miss. Brands are not only competing for your attention, they are competing for the frame in which your attention becomes desire, the frame where a sip becomes loyalty, where a logo becomes identity, where a box becomes a memory. The product matters, but the meaning around the product often matters more. And here is where this stops being a video about brands. Because the same mechanism shapes more than what is in your fridge. It shapes the clothes you wear, the car you save for, the neighborhood you dream of, the job title you chase, the version of life you call success. People do not only choose objects, they choose the version of themselves an object seems to confirm. And the brands that win are the ones that build that version first. This is not a video to make you distrust everything you own. It is a video to help you see what was already there. The frame, the meaning, the quiet construction around the object. If this is the kind of lens you want to keep, the Elias principle is here. Not to make the world louder, to help you notice what was already in the room. Elias walks back into the corridor. The two vending machines are still there. The bottles inside have not moved. The glass is still cold. The hum is still soft. But the question in his head is no longer the same. He is no longer asking, "Which one do I want?" He is asking something quieter. "Who taught me what this should mean?" And in that small shift, something irreversible happens. The corridor looks the same. He does not. You do not desire the product first. You desire the meaning around it. And once the meaning is strong enough, the product does not need to speak first. He does not stop wanting things. That is not the point. He simply starts asking where the wanting began. The corridor is the same. The machines are the same. But the meaning is no longer invisible. The product enters your hand. But the meaning entered long before.